All right, day one. Our color is white. There's my breakfast. You can see I've got my spreadsheet, and it is article number. It's not really important, but I'm logging it anyway. I'm logging the date that I did the color. I got a podcast up. Gotta love some Scared to Death with Dan Cummins. So let's get ready to chain back in a jiffy. All right, I have chained 127 because I decided, based on the sample that I did, it's for 2 chain stitches is 1 row. So to keep it about even, I don't think it's going to be a real square. It's going to be close to square, but that was the approximate math that I did. We'll see if it turns out that way in the long run, but it's not that important. If it's a little longer than wider or wider than longer, life will go on. Anyway, now I'm going to start my joyful stitch. The first row is a little different than the other rows. And this again is a stitch I accidentally made up. So it's going to look really similar to some other stitches that you do. But I messed it up a stitch my friend told me verbally, and I didn't write it down when she told me. So lesson learned. But basically, you're going to start with a single, double, chain, and skip. Give me a second and I'll do that. So there you can see what I'm talking about. It's a single and then a double and then a chain, and you skip the chain under your chain. Single, double, chain, and then you'll skip the next one, and you'll keep doing that. So it has to be threes, multiples of threes plus 1 for your little, turn chain there. All right, back in a second when I'm done this row. All right, so we're finished the first row. And that's what I'm going to do for this color. Like I said, 1 row per color. Doesn't take much. I could make this a lot wider, but it's only going to be 60 rows, so I don't know. Seems right. So now I'm going to do a small granny out of this, and then get a little bit for, you can see it up there, the curtain. I put a strand of each color I crochet on there, so I have crocheted this color before, but for some reason it's not up there. So I'm going to add to that in just a minute, and maybe I'll make a hexie or something out of it too. We'll see. And as you saw, my office is a freaking mess, but a lot of it's the yarn for this project. Actually, I'll probably do another color today because I still have a lot on my podcast. That took me less than 15 minutes because I do this in 1.5 times speed. So I'll probably do 3 or 4 colors today, just enough to get through this podcast. And then I'll post all those today.